Did you guys love MC Wright and NBO and the other fucking fantastic guys and girls that you've seen out here tonight? Do you guys love Undercover and our crazy concepts? Awesome. So one of the things with Undercover, how we pick the bands, is that Brian and I, we think heavily about the lineup. We think about diversity. We also, most importantly, I think about who loves Green Day. Do you love Green Day?
Of course I do.
Do you love Green Day? I think they love Green Day. I know for me it was the first album. We'll get to the hurrah for these fantastic guys. But first we have some other fantastic people to introduce. I know the first album that I ever bought was Green Day's Dookie. And I will say for half of the bands on the stage, they could say the same thing. And for half the bands on stage, they started playing music and the first songs they learned were off of Green Day's Dookie. How many of you all feel the same way? So I want to bring a few special guests out to the stage. First off is Kamala Parks. Kamala, can you make your way to the stage? Kamala literally found this space that 924 Gilman's in. She was unofficially or officially the first manager for Green Day. I just know you drove a van a bunch with them as teenagers.
Yeah, well, I drove them around because they were young, and they needed someone who was sober to drive them around, so there I am, and yeah, I guess I was their first manager, but we don't do that speak at 924 Gilman.
We have another special guest to bring to the stage. How many of y'all live in Oakland? How many of y'all love Oakland? I welcome to the stage Oakland's Mayor Libby Schaaf. Come to the stage, please. I would like to point out that before we even sent our invitation to Mayor Libby Schaaf, she invited 20 of her friends to this show as a night out, because she could, because she's the fucking mayor. Kamala, do you have some other guests you'd like to introduce to the stage?
I do believe I do. I'm going to air some dirty laundry with these guests. So, first I'm going to start with Trey Cool. So, here's my dirty little tidbit. Speaking of one of the times that I was with Green Day driving down to Arizona on a long 15-hour drive in a van, and we were going to play at the Hippie Core House in Phoenix. Hippie Core House are all vegans, and it was for Thanksgiving. And the entire 15 fucking hours, Trey was making dead turkey noises the entire time. I wanted to kill him! But luckily I didn't. He's here, and we love him. All right, what about Mike Dirnt?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Kamala.
Thing. Mike, there's not a lot of dirty laundry I have about you, because like when everyone in Green Day was like, because Trey and Billy had dropped out of school, they didn't care, and they're like, come on Mike, drop out of school, you're fine, you don't need, we just want to tour, and Mike's like, no, damn it, I'm gonna finish high school. And for that, I always found Mike, I had a lot of respect for Mike and what he did. And thank you. Flushing High School. It served you well. You wouldn't be here without that.
Stay in school, kids.
Is there someone else left? Oh. Yeah, so Mr. Billy Joe Armstrong. Libby Schaaf is going to read.
All right. Good people of Oakland.
Oxymoron, right?
Never let it be said that Oakland does not know how to rock. Oh my gosh, this is why I went through the election process, just to do this. All right, one of the great pleasures of being the mayor of the amazing city of Oakland is that you get to proclaim days. Gentlemen, did you ever think that this would be your official day? Well, it is. So this is an official City of Oakland Mayor's Proclamation. I'm going to get a little help reading it. Whereas Green Day was formed in the East Bay in 1987. This is beautiful, you got to listen to this, people. Based on a common understanding that music is the most powerful force to inspire fun and hope in the world. A sentiment the band carries with them to this day with their soaring anthems, sharp humor, and heartfelt lyrical honesty. And
Whereas, another whereas, Green Day has a cultural impact that spans generations. From their multi-platinum Grammy Award-winning album Dookie that created a tidal wave of inspiration for the disaffected around the world, to their equally heralded album American Idiot and its honest critique of a political landscape gone awry, and
whereas Green Day's nearly 30 years of creative adventures have placed them firmly in the family of legendary East Bay bands who continue to inspire on the world stage, a reputation that garnered them first ballot introduction into the 2015 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
arsenal of iconic songs, including, but not limited to, Christy Road, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life,
High school graduation!
Minority, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and 21 Guns. Continue to lift the most downtrodden spirits and open the most closed minds, and
Fuck time!
Don't worry, it's coming. Whereas Green Day continues to cultivate a connection to their local community through their participation in benefits for Children's Hospital of Oakland. And their pride in keeping their business local through independent ventures such as, are you ready, Mike? Oakland Coffee, Jingletown Recording, Rudy's Can't Fail Cafe, Atomic Garden and Broken Guitars, and whereas the legend of Green Day is being celebrated this day as a tribute concert featuring band members Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, and Trey Cool. Plus 14 local Bay Area bands organized by Undercover Presents, (924) Gilman, where even the mayor of Oakland has to admit that she has partied from time to time, and Fantasy Studios. At Oakland's landmark Fox Theater, now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Friday, February 19th, 2016 is, in the city of Oakland, Green Day Day.
Does Green Day have anything to say about this?
This is hella cool. Thanks a lot, everybody, from Undercover. What an amazing night of these songs that everybody just made their own and did their own thing to it. And, totally original, some really original, and it was great. It's like a beautiful feeling and totally awkward at the same time. It's like, I don't know if I was late to my funeral or early to it, I couldn't tell, or, no, sorry. But it was great. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Thank you, Libby. Kamala is the first person to shave my head, by the way. And, get that long, gross hair off. I know. And, you know, I think of all the streets, like if I think of like Telegraph Avenue and I think of Shattuck and MLK. But the one The one avenue that always sticks out in my mind, I was thinking it's the artery that goes all the way in the sticks where we're from, whether it's Port Costa, Crockett, and Rodeo. But San Pablo Avenue was the one street that connected us, where I moved all the way out to West Oakland when I was 18 years old. And I got a chance to try to find something else that we can get into. It's like the song Welcome to Paradise is about that experience. And I don't know, it's you know, San Pablo Avenue, you go, all of a sudden you're on Gilman Street, you know, and it's like, you're right there. And you think of everything in between, like you think about El Cerrito, and it's like, that's where the Vagrants is from. And then you're in Albany, and that's where Operation Ivy and Rancid's from. And then, you know, you're in Berkeley, that's where Crimshrine is from. And then you get to Oakland, and it's like you get Neurosis, you get Christ on Parade. And when I wrote the breakdown, I remember the breakdown for Welcome to Paradise, I wanted to be like Neurosis. Because they were the kings of the East Bay punk scene back then. But, so thanks a lot, David. Anyways, I don't know, Gilman's a really special place. And the one thing that we really have to keep doing is the next generation of people to keep playing music and to encourage young people to keep playing music and to stay off the computer unless they're making music on the computer. But there are no rules. There's no rules. It doesn't have to be, you can do it on a cassette tape, you can record onto a computer, you can record into your phone. Just make music and express yourself. And be original like all the people that are up here tonight. And that's something I value very much inside because I think that, you know, Green Day, we are an East Bay band. And it's important, you don't want to see any of these punk houses getting closed down because of gentrification or anything like that. You want to make sure that our music community they're not moving to other places, that we keep them here, we keep them home, here in Oakland, in Berkeley. So, with that said, I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying here. You know, everybody, sometimes every once in a while after Dookie came out, people were like, well, why didn't you move to Los Angeles? I was like, well, I mean, they have their moments, which is good. I don't know. I got nothing against Los Angeles, not personally. Like, it's great, you know, the beach, hey, it's cool. But I love being here. I've raised my kids here. This is where I was raised. My father's from Berkeley. My whole family is from the East Bay. Sometimes via Oklahoma, but that's, you know, a whole different story. Anyways, it's really special making this record. We did it at Fantasy Studios in 1993. And, you know, we took a big risk at the time, and in the community it was a little sketchy, you know. But I think, remember this, like after our last show at Gilman Street, I was like, this is okay. This will be the last time that we play here, and it was around 1993, and I feel like it gave way for the next generation to come in and do something on an independent level, and that's the great thing about Gilman Street is like you come in. You play your gig, you clean the toilet, you take out the garbage, you help do security, and you try to figure out who you are in a bunch of teenage socialist environment. So, anyways, thanks a lot, Gilman, for everything. This one's for you. Thanks a lot, everybody undercover. Thank you, Libby. This is great. Thanks to you, and we're gonna make more music. So. Wait. We're going to be announcing the next band. You want me to do it?